Hey guys, it's Diana and it's been a minute. First of all, welcome back to my channel. So happy to see you. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? I had originally intended on taking just 1 week off. I ended up taking 2 weeks off. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I just got busy and then I was like, I don't feel like filming. And then I was like, man, but I should really film. And now we're here and I'm filming, so I guess all is well. Now, technically, it is not actually my first month on booktube because I've been on booktube before. So I thought I would compare and contrast those experiences from someone who had never done it before to someone who had done it before somewhat successfully for a short period of time. But first, some backstory. Rewind to 2015 where Diana was in her last year of grad school. I didn't really know what I was going to do after grad school. I would have a lot more free time. I could do whatever I wanted, and that thought terrified me. Because pretty much through grad school, my hobbies had fallen to the wayside. I barely even read for pleasure when I was in grad school. As evidenced by some of my Goodreads challenges from the years I was in grad school. Don't look them up, they're depressing. They're super depressing. I think I read 15 books one year, and that is unbelievable to me. But one of the weird things that happens is your drive sort of goes down and you sort of feel guilty anytime you do anything other than schoolwork, or at least for me that's what happened. So I pretty much stopped reading, I stopped making GIFs on Tumblr, I stopped doing anything that I normally did to pass the time while I was in grad school, and it was basically study, 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 and then binge the occasional TV show. So I began to think about things that could occupy my time when I was done grad school, things that would take a lot of focus and dedication, and just basically keep my anxiety at bay. Out of all the social media platforms out there, YouTube was the one that I was the least familiar with. I spent a lot of time as a Tumblr fangirl, making GIFs and interacting with fandom and just generally hanging out there all day. And as you know, I'm always on Twitter, tweeting out whatever random thoughts I have. So I was very comfortable with those platforms. Back in the day, I also did LiveJournal and Neopets. I was pretty comfortable with most forms of social media except for YouTube. With YouTube, I was always more of a casual lurker. Like, I watched it for makeup and hair tutorials and fan vids, and I also watched it to get people's opinions about books. In fact, YouTube was pretty much the deciding factor in how I bought books. I would watch reviews, recommendations, people talking about books to decide whether I was going to buy a physical copy, a Kindle copy, or try and check it out from the library. So YouTube came in very handy for me as a casual lurker. Non-participant. Don't get me wrong, I would like videos all the time and watch them, but I just almost never commented on them. So I wasn't actually using YouTube the way that YouTube was intended to be used, with people cultivating subscribe lists and adding videos to the watch later lists and just generally keeping track of it. So when I had the idea that I could start a booktube channel or become involved in the book community on YouTube, it was sort of a passing thing because I didn't really know a lot about the community, aside from the very small portion of it that I was already viewing. But I kept driving my friends nuts, being like, what am I going to do after grad school? Am I going to cease to exist? What am I going to do? How am I going to keep my anxiety from driving everybody around me crazy, including myself? And I think my best friend and I got on the conversation of booktube and reviewing books on YouTube, and I said, you know, I wish I could do that. And she's like, well, why can't you? And I thought about it a lot. The obvious answers came to mind. I'm super awkward. I'm very shy. I don't like being in front of a camera. I hate being in front of a camera. It gives me visceral anxiety. Was I even qualified to start a booktube channel? I just read a lot of books. I didn't know anything about filming or editing. I had no camera equipment. I just didn't know anything. And she's like, well, there are tutorials on YouTube about this, right? Like, you can watch people do it and see how they do it and find their filming equipment and find their setups and just generally learn from them. And I think I said something eloquent like, huh, I could, couldn't I? And she was super supportive. She was like, you know what, you can just try it. Make a couple videos, send me the link and I'll watch them. You don't have to make videos for the world. You can just make them for me if you want. Or pretend that you're talking to me when you're looking at the camera. And I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. I spent the next couple months gathering intel. I researched equipment. I watched videos on how people made their YouTube videos. I watched people talk about how they carve out time to film, the different schedules they have, how they script. I watched every video I could get my hands on how to actually start a YouTube channel. And then I really did a deep dive into the booktube community and watched other people whose videos I've been watching for a long time and figured out what they did and how it worked for them and their suggestions. And I actually began using YouTube as it was intending to be used. I subscribed to people, I liked and thumbs up their videos, I added them to my watch later list. I really began to work with the platform. And that's not to say I wasn't still nervous about it. I mean, every time, even now that I leave a YouTube comment, I'm always in my head going, please don't say something ridiculous, please don't say something ridiculous, please don't say something ridiculous. Once I had all my equipment, there was a girl who used to work in my office and her boyfriend was a wedding videographer. And I asked him if he wouldn't mind coming in on my lunch break to teach me how to use Final Cut Pro. And he was like, yeah, sure. Now, this guy had pretty much never met me before, but he came in and for an hour he taught me everything he could think that I would possibly need to know for basic YouTube editing. And so the only thing left for me to do was really start. So I did. In April of 2015, I launched Novelty, which was my original booktube channel. And it was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with it. If you go back and watch my old videos, you will see a lot of the editing missteps that I had in the beginning, a lot of awkwardness. Oh my God, I could not talk to the camera and sound normal. And it took me a while to find a rhythm and to get used to talking to empty space or a camera. But slowly over time, I got better and I got used to it. By the end of my first month on booktube, I had some friends. I interacted with people. There were people I regularly watched. There were people I legitimately waited forever for them to upload videos so that I could watch them. In fact, one of my favorite booktubers who had a significant following, it wasn't that big, but it was huge to me, it's even bigger now, had shouted me out in one of her videos. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't even know about it until I woke up the next day and had like 500 followers, when before I had like 70. I was so confused. I was like, where did these people come from? What is happening right now? And then I watched her video and realized that she had mentioned me and told people to go follow me, and I died. I was like, oh my God, this is not happening. This is crazy. I love you. You're amazing. I can't believe you. Wow. And for the next couple of weeks, my follower count steadily increased. So in a short amount of time, I went from a very, very small following to a somewhat larger following, and I was just not prepared for that. I don't even know why it psyched me out so much, but it totally psyched me out. I kept thinking, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know how to edit. I don't even know if I'm good at this. Like, what? I'm going to disappoint them. It's going to be insane. They're going to hate me. I don't even know. Am I even interesting? Do I talk too fast? I definitely talk too fast. Am I using the right camera? Is my lighting fine? Does my hair look okay? I started to have all these worries that I had not had before, and I just lost it a little bit. And I started to put a lot of pressure on myself to be perfect, to churn out 3, 4, 5 videos a week. Because like I said, I was new to YouTube and I had no idea what a consistent uploading schedule was. So I was just pretty much churning out videos. I was pretty much doing YouTube every day. I was either filming, scripting, editing. I was doing something for YouTube. I was commenting. And it felt like a second job almost. And that's not what I wanted it to be. And as you can imagine, after weeks of this, I started to burn out. It happened slowly at first. I would skip a week and not film anything. Then I would come back and film 2 videos. I would skip another week and then film 5 videos. I would skip 2 weeks and then film 1 video. My consistency completely went in the bucket. And back then I didn't even realize consistency was a thing you should be having. I mean, guys, you don't even have to have it. Like, it's not gospel, but it's just suggested to have an uploading schedule. And I didn't at that point. I was just sort of like winging it. And sadly, after a while, I began to kind of hate having to do it because I was so scared that I was doing it wrong. So I sort of stopped making videos and petered out at just under a year. I think I ran it for like 6 to 8 months. And then because I had so much anxiety surrounding YouTube, I stayed off the platform entirely. I didn't comment, I didn't like, I just dropped off the face of YouTube. And my friends were like, Diana, when are you gonna make another YouTube video? Diana, where'd your channel go? Diana, what happened? And I was like, oh man, I suck at everything, I'm so sorry. Which only increased my anxiety, but they meant well and I loved them and they knew that I loved making videos, so they were confused. And so for the past 2 years, I've been wondering when I was gonna get back to it because I genuinely enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing videos. I love every part of the process of making YouTube videos, except for the filming. And sometimes I don't like the sound of my voice when I'm editing. But every other part of the YouTube process, I genuinely adore. But it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It requires a lot of time and effort. A lot of things go into filming that you would not expect. There's wardrobe, there's makeup, there's carving out time, there's making sure no other sounds are happening when you're trying to film. There's the 5 hours you will spend editing 20 minutes of footage. There's the color grading and the effects that you can add in. And then there's the books. Oh my God, there's the books. And I went through it, guys, that new to booktube book buying spree that you go on where you spend like all of your disposable income on getting books. Like my book outlet and my Amazon boxes came in at rapid fire rates. I've slowed down, okay? I only buy like 10 books a month, you guys. I think that's pretty good. Whereas before I was buying like 20, 30, 50 books a month. So this time when I started my channel, I was gonna do it differently. I was gonna have an uploading schedule. I was gonna do 2 videos, sometimes 3 if I felt like it, a week. And every month I was gonna take a week off if I want it. So basically every month I give myself a week vacation. I can make YouTube videos, I can not make videos. I can film if I want, I don't have to film. I can spend it scripting or I could spend it catching up on comments, but I don't actually have to do it. Which is what I did 2 weeks ago, but 1 week turned into 2 simply because I had a photography assignment. Actually, I have 2 photography assignments due. I'm finished 1 of them. I have 1 more left to do this week and then I have 1 more assignment to shoot. And also I had to go see Avengers Endgame. Twice. Which, as you know, is a hefty chunk of time. And then you have to spend the time processing what you saw and then crying about what you saw and then thinking about what you saw obsessively for the next 5 months. At the end of my run on my old YouTube channel, I had around 2,500 subscribers, which to me was actually insane. I don't think I've even met that many people in my life and I'm 34. Now I'm hovering just around 65, which is a good, comfortable number. I like that number. I do hope it goes up, but I'm okay with this number. I'm pretty good with it. There's only like 65 of you that are going to be disappointed by me if I somehow screw something up. As for my goals with this YouTube channel, basically there's just one. Have fun, talk about books while making friends. That's all I want out of this YouTube channel. I just want to have fun, talk about books, and make friends. That's it. It's very basic, it's very simple. I'm sorry, I have no plans for world domination via my YouTube channel. Or do I? And so far, it's going pretty well. Yeah. I guess I want to hit 100 subscribers so I can change my YouTube URL. That's kind of cool. That's a goal of mine. I want to do some cool collab videos with y'all. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think I only did one in my old channel. It was fun. I like it a lot. I want to try doing some skits. Hannah from Snow White Reader does amazing skits. They're hilarious. And I'm like, how do you even fathom this? Like, how do you conceive this idea and then shoot it and then film it and then edit it? Like, how do you do that? I want to vlog. I desperately want to vlog, but I just always forget to vlog. Like I always forget to bring out my phone and start filming video. Like how can I train my brain to do this? How can I train my brain to vlog? Like how do you do that? I want to do one of those cool book facing videos that Books with Alyssa does. I think that's her name. I want to try so many things. I just want to be a little more creative. I want to use this as a way to connect, to reach out, and to keep my anxiety in check, because let's be real, it's really great for that for me. At least the editing and filming part. Because that's a time-consuming, focus-based task, and those things are amazing for my anxiety. It's actually why I learned how to code and make graphics, because it requires a lot of focus and energy, so you don't really have a whole lot of time to spend thinking about how your life could go wrong in every single way. But yeah, I would say that it's going well. I'm not feeling any pressure. I'm actually feeling pretty good about it, and I'm still having fun. And I just like it. And I like talking to you, and I like hanging out with you, and I like talking about books with you. So all in all, I say my first month this time went really well. I have a whole different approach. I'm working on cultivating my subscribe list. I have a lot of amazing people that I'm already subscribed to, and I'm always looking for more. I'm making friends and building on those friendships, and just learning so much about other people and getting to watch them enjoy the books that I love, and then enjoying new books because of what they told me to read. And while there are a couple trash fires out there, I still think for the most part it's brilliant. And the slower approach, I gotta be honest, is really helping me. I don't focus on the need. It's all about the want. Do I want to do this? Sure. Is this gonna be fun? Yeah, absolutely. Is this gonna ramp up pressure and make me feel anxious in any way? No. Alright, then let's do it. And like I said, I have a much more consistent uploading schedule. 2 videos a week. 2 videos. One's usually a top 5 Wednesday and the other's like a tag. And sometimes when it's 3 videos, it'll be like my TBR or my wrap up. Speaking of, I'm done the owls. I'm a healer, y'all. I managed to pull it off. I read 9 books in 1 month after reading 1 book in March. So your girl is on her game. I'm very excited about this. I'm like super excited about this. I thought I was going to fail miserably. So it was a pleasant surprise. You'll get that in the video later, but I just wanted to put it out there that I have passed my owls. Anyway, I think that's all. If you have any questions for me about my old YouTube channel or my new YouTube channel, or like what I had for breakfast or what I'm wearing or what I'm doing next weekend, then leave them in the comments and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. That's it from me, guys. Have a fantastic day and be excellent to each other. Bye!